For some strange, odd reason, Alan Ritchson seems to be the talk of the town. So this comes from comicbookmovie.com. The DCU's Batman looks like one specific actor, but is he the right choice? I wonder who the right actor could be.
For no reason at all. I was just curious if I could challenge you to say I'm Batman.
I would love. Look, I mean, as huge as this rumor mill is, I feel like this part should be offered on a silver platter at this point. I would love to play Batman, but I'm not yet Batman. I don't know what Gunn's approach is going to be. But yeah, that would be great. He's one of the most iconic characters of all time.
We should celebrate that. Could it be that James Gunn has found his Batman in a commonly fan-casted actor? Full disclosure, Batman is only shown for about 1 second in exactly one shot. That's in Creature Commandos in the latest episode with Dr. Phosphorus. Fantastic episode, by the way. There's not a ton to go off of. Speculating about Batman this early may seem premature, but Gunn's recent comments tells us what is shown is very intentional. He said the design team showed him a lot of different material for Batman and that he wasn't ready to commit to most of it and asked they include more silhouette to keep things vague. That means whatever he was willing to commit to, for example, the size of Batman has to be very intentional. Duh. Even so, it still may be too early to speculate, but speculation can be fun. There is a reason why they show the silhouette and the silhouette being so massive as it is, because James Gunn knows who his Batman is. Like I said before, we don't know who it is, but James Gunn has casted his Batman, I would say, for a long period of time now. And I've been saying, again, I could be 100% wrong. Don't take this as, True 31. Yeah, he knows what's up. I don't know anything. So let me just preface by saying that I just firmly believe, for whatever reason, call it intuition, call it my spider sense, I just think it's I think it's Alan Ritchson. There is one actor commonly fan-casted as Batman who resembles what we see in Creature Commandos more than anyone else. Batman's huge physique in the show looks most like Alan Ritchson. Alan Ritchson is one of the most commonly fan-casted actors for Batman, right next to Jensen Ackles, Glenn Powell, Scott Eastwood, and Jake Gyllenhaal. Simply Google actors who could play Batman and you won't find a list without Alan Ritchson. Go on Reddit and find any thread discussing who should play Batman, and once again, Ritchson's name is just about guaranteed to appear, which is why I think Alan Ritchson has been cast as Batman. But again, I won't get into that. The most common reason given for Alan Ritchson should play Batman is his appearance, with definitive focus on his physique and ability to maintain it. He's also a solid actor, and he's also one of those actors who's not really famous. Like when you see him, you are aware of who he is, but again, he's not like a Ben Affleck, he's not a Tom Cruise, he's not on that level, which is good because obviously Batman is the marquee name. Batman, the character, is the one who is selling this movie. You could put Pauly Shore in a Batman movie and the movie will make $1 billion. That's how iconic and popular Batman is. Again, those that want Ritchson for the Caped Crusader in the Brave and the Bold cite his looks, general massiveness, and action experience as the reason for him taking the role. He was also in the latest Fast and Furious, but he had like a tiny role in that film. Ritchson is 6'3", making him only 1 inch shorter than David Corenswet, but he is much bigger overall. Casting him as Batman would certainly create an imposing presence for any criminal in Gotham. Listen, man, I'm telling you, there is a reason why this story and him as Batman is, as of late, is gaining more and more traction, because I think, people on the inside, I think how can I say this? Because again, like I said, I could be wrong, and most likely I am wrong, and most likely James Gunn doesn't even know Alan Ritchson, and he's like, Alan Ritchson, like, who the hell is that? No, he's definitely not my Batman. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell True 31 is talking about. But there's also the flip side where, again, there's there's a reason why this story is getting more and more traction as years goes by, because again, they are writing the script, Andy's directing, and I think at Comic-Con, at San Diego Comic-Con, that's where James Gunn will reveal who his DCU Batman is, and I think it's going to be Alan Ritchson. There is a reason why we see in Creature Commandos that silhouette is such a prominent viewpoint, because again, James Gunn wants you to see the size of his Batman, which will completely differentiate his Batman from Robert Pattinson's Batman. And the only working actor right now who's getting more and more traction in the news as Batman is Alan Ritchson, and Alan Ritchson has completely stated on record, and you can tell by that interview that he did, where his body language is all over the place, where he's like, well, I want to play Batman, but, that's not really up to me, and I don't know what James Gunn is doing, and you can physically see him squirming in his chair, like, shit, move on, okay, I'm Batman. Listen, I'll go on record right now, he's Batman. He's Batman. I truly believe in my heart he's Batman. And if and when he gets announced, like I said, I had no clue. I no one told me. I didn't have any inside information. I don't have any sources. I'm literally just a fucking dude who's a DC fan making videos. So if it comes into fruition, again, I don't want any DMs like, Truth, who are your sources? Who told you? Nobody told me anything. Again, I could be 100% dead wrong, and most likely I am, and I'm talking out of my ass. But again, I truly believe Alan Ritchson is going to be our DCU Batman. And we will find out later this year at Comic-Con where James Gunn announces it. So that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok. This is Ashley. Click on the comments below. What do you think of Alan Ritchson as a DCU Batman? Again, some people have other actors in mind. Obviously, this is a fan cast. And again, this is not me making oh yeah, take it to the bank. This is 100% confirmed. Alan Ritchson will be the DCU Batman. Not at all. This is just me basing this on pure speculation and the convenient hype and chatter around Alan Ritchson, especially since that, our first official look at the DCU Batman happens to be around the size and frame of Alan Ritchson. It reminds me of Absolute Batman, where Absolute Batman in a comic book series by Scott Snyder, great run by the way, the dude is just a tank. Like it's almost like Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns on super steroids. It's insane. And again, I think Alan Ritchson has all the charm and screen presence, and him under James Gunn, and you need an actor who's physically the same size as David Cornsweet. I think they would make a really, really cool dynamic. And yeah, I think he's our guy. I really do. I'm like 90. I'm like in the 90 percentile that he will be our DC Batman. But again, I could be proven wrong. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth out.
This nigga gay as hell.